Rich DeMarco back on Night Vision. Time now for the Army Football Report. Coming up in just a couple of moments, we'll catch up with Army senior captain Nate Combs, who had a huge game against Air Force. But up first, here's comments from Army head coach Rich Ellerson at his weekly news conference.
That slight advantage that we have some weeks because of the uniqueness of what we do is mitigated by the fact that they've had 2 weeks to prepare for us. Frankly, we don't match up especially well with them. Thinking about our guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got a nightmare of a running back who's made some really good defenses look bad, and some guys at receiver that are hard to cover and hard to tackle if they catch it. Defensively, they're again as good as there is in the country, and an outfit that we've seen a lot of. These are a lot of the same guys that we've had a hard time moving the ball against the last couple of years, and they're just that much better, that much more mature, playing very, very well. Had a very good, hour and 45-minute fundamental, make sure you're oriented to the next opponent type of practice, and everybody came to work. Guys that, and I think in years past, because of the physical nature of the game and this part of the season, might have taken a knee and not taken as many reps. We're out there right in the middle of it, getting as much as they could, getting as far ahead as they could. So again, these guys, we like ourselves. We like they like their team, and they love to play the game, and they can't wait to get to Saturday. All the hard work, all the things that our guys have been improving at and growing at, it was validated on a great afternoon, and we can, again, they feel like, aha, yeah, this can work, this will work. So again, it's just it's confidence in who we are, it's confidence in what we're doing, and it's the internal voice survived, the internal culture survived some tough weeks, had a chance to be reinforced and throw a little gasoline on that fire. But again, that's in our rear view mirror. Certainly, you carry something with you. There's no doubt. We just feel better about ourselves. We feel better about the guys around us. We feel better about ourselves. But we still understand we have to improve fundamental. We have to keep growing. We have to refocus our attention on this next opponent, who is just an absolute nightmare and very different than what we faced last week. So again, there's a very workmanlike attitude on the practice field. But you're right. Yeah, there's a little bit of gasoline on the fire.
That's Army head coach Rich Ellerson. The Black Knights take on Rutgers coming up on Saturday in Piscataway, New Jersey. Now joined by Nate Combs. Nate, first of all, congratulations on the big victory against Air Force. You got to be so excited in that game, and I'm sure it's spilled over into this week.
Yes, sir. We're pretty motivated this week, like we are every week. But getting that win was kind of a big deal for the younger guys. To see how the celebration in the locker room looked and how we want to feel that again this Saturday.
A big game for you, an interception to end the game, also a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Coming in off an injury, how much did you maybe will yourself to be out there to play that game and play at such a high level?
The coaches, my defense coordinator, Coach Ellerson, was giving me a hard time those past 2 weeks, and just making sure I was ready mentally and physically. They put me in a position where I wouldn't be banged up too bad with the shoulder, and luckily I was able to make some plays to help out our defense. And yes, I kind of willed myself, but I'll will myself every game. So
we talk about clearing with this team after each game, and of course after an emotional victory. How do you clear? Obviously want to bottle that excitement, but prepare for a very good Rutgers team coming up on Saturday.
Yeah, that's a big thing that Coach is focusing on. That game's ancient history, and now it's time to focus on Rutgers. That's one of the big things that we focus on with Air Force, is making sure that the next play was the biggest play, and that's what we're going to go into Rutgers and make sure that we solely focus on Rutgers.
Well, Nate, thanks again for a couple of minutes. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
That's Army senior linebacker Nate Combs here on the Army Football Report. I'm Rich DeMarco for Night Vision.